The Sharifi-ha house, designed by Iran-based firm Next Office under the principal and owner, architect Alireza Tagaboni, is a testament to the type of architecture I want to discuss, kinetic architecture, and how these dynamic elements can be incorporated into design to elevate the human experience. Due to its forms, it makes you question why this design strategy. Kinetic architecture serves as a commentary on the human experience through space and form. It is defined as architecture that has dynamic elements which allow the building to deform without compromising its overall structural integrity. It is not merely a reflection of technological advancement and human innovation, it is also a reflection of the ever-changing needs of the human person. There are two things that are consistently true about the human person: we change and adapt. So too must our architecture. Thus, kinetic architecture reflects the many changes that humans and the environment undergo and the needs for adaptable, responsive buildings. The most interesting aspects of the project are obviously its kinetic elements, its use of technology in innovative ways, commentary on society, its response to the environment, its ability to maximize comfort and bring traditional Iranian vernacular to a modern context. So what are its elements? The program consists of fixed spaces that surround a central void by way of double-sided corridors. This central void plays on traditional Iranian homes that typically have a central courtyard, which brings light into the home. This inward-facing design is a consistent design strategy in Islamic countries because privacy as well as protection from the elements are big parts of the culture. Then we see the most striking elements spread across 3 levels, the movable spaces that rotate 90 degrees about a central axis in order to respond to seasonal temperature changes. And finally, pools. Previously mentioned, pools are an important design element for this house, and that is for 3 main reasons. For one, it plays on tradition. Iranian architecture typically incorporates water features and gardens in the central courtyard. Secondly, in extreme heat conditions, the pool to the front of the house can help cool the air. And finally, the pool at the front of the house with a transparent basin allows light to pass through the water and into the 2 basement levels, where it reaches the pool. And this was made possible by setting the house back 3 meters to allow for the shallow pool, as you can see in the section views. The home's common areas are on the 1st and 2nd floors, accessible from the thin floating outdoor staircase. A kitchen, shallowly sunken dining room, and a living space are on the 1st floor, with a media room and small kitchen on the 2nd. Private and non-private spaces are on the top floors, bedrooms, a study, and yet another living room. And the rotating boxes, spread across the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd levels, contain a breakfast room on the 1st floor, guest room on the 2nd floor, and a home office on the 3rd floor. A door is located on the side of each box, which opens onto a terrace when the house is extroverted or open, and into the house when introverted or closed. So here we see grade level, 1st basement floor, and 2nd basement floor. So now that we understand what is done, it's important to understand how it's done and why it's done. So this building incorporates rotating turntables from a German company, typically used in car shows and in theater, balustrades that fold mechanically, and movable flooring systems that respond to the box's motion. But why is it done? Why do we have this kinetic architecture? It's done to respond to the Iranian climate in both summer and winter months. Traditionally, in Iranian homes, there is a winter living room and summer living room in order to respond to the drastic temperature changes, but this design strategy of rotating introverted and extroverted boxes eliminates the need for 2 spaces. To combine traditional Iranian vernacular to a contemporary house, as well as showcase technology and innovative design in residential design, and put Iran in the discussion of architecture that elevates the human experience. But its materiality includes concrete, lightweight wood, glossy white interiors, and this is because concrete creates an interesting contrast between the wood and glossy white interior, but also is structurally the best choice for absorbing vibrations caused by rotating boxes and for transferring the load of 7 floors without compromising the overall structural integrity. The lightweight wood is a strategic material for the rotating boxes as it allows for a lighter load that is able to support dead and live loads at 25 tons each that rest on the beams of both living rooms. And a glossy white interior is a nod to contemporary architecture. To conclude, Through the implementation of innovative rotary practices, the Sharifi-ha house uses kinetic elements to answer age-old questions of how to respond to climate and how to provide a versatile living space in a static structure. In so doing, the transformable nature of this 7-story home reflects the transitory nature of the human experience. If architecture is to keep up with the rapidly changing world and needs of people in the built environment, structures have to be able to adapt. Thank you.